Joanna Pinsky. I'm a painter and an associate of Space 900. Space 900 is a collective of artists that's now been around for, I believe, 30 years. We founded it initially in a space at 900 North Franklin Street, thus the name Space 900. And the idea initially was that it was like a studio extension. It was a place where people could put up a one-person show at the drop of a hat. And over time, the group started having exhibits together. One of our interests initially also was, it was a place where we could come, we could bring our latest work, we could talk about what we were doing. We've absolutely never tried to make our work alike. The idea is that we really come, as you can see in the show, from very different directions. This group at the moment has 7 artists. I've been working with shaped pieces for most of my career, and I started out just dealing with color. And then I became interested in buildings that were falling apart. And I became interested in working on this kind of work, which is on board. And the idea of it is that they're all individual pieces, but I think of them as flexible installation so that they can be arranged in different ways. In between working on the shape pieces, I also work on paper, and they are an opportunity to work in a more traditional format, which I've abstracted. I begin with photos and then abstract from there. Bert LaVille is working in abstract paintings. She has recently become enamored with Rothko. And so a lot of her works in this show are dealing with color. She works in a very spontaneous process, but then the work gets layered and she scrapes away paint and she adds more paint and it gets to be a longer process. And then Clark Ellithorpe has been an abstract artist almost the whole time that I've known him. What he began with was recycled paintings. He would take his own work, cut it up, and then collage it. So he's got in these works images that he found in his grown son's old child sketchbooks. And he'll sometimes copy or include those in the paintings. And then also in a very lyrical, colorful, soft way that I think is very poetic. Judy Freilich, in this show, she has these great big organic, looks like something that you know, but not quite. What's wonderful about them is they have a sort of familiarity of something organic. At the same time, they're quite mysterious, even in terms of space. They're really beautiful up close because she's layering oil pastels and paint and other materials. Colleen Connolly is working in a couple of different ways in this particular exhibit. She's found old baby dresses and she's burned them, and then she's added lines, and so they really change. For me, they're both beautiful and sad. Something that existed a long time ago that she's now bringing back to life, but we don't know the history. We can only imagine. Ken Avik is interested in a lot of color and surface. He creates paintings that can be rearranged. They're diptychs or triptychs, and they present a really surrealistic, strange world, usually repeated, a girl or a boy who's lost in a sense of this dream world. The story actually stems a bit from Ken's dealing with 2 of his kids are autistic, and so the imagination comes from there. But all of us at times have other worlds or ideas that we're dealing with. Dustin Harris is a younger member of the group, and a lot of the work sort of stems out of a graffiti sensibility. The works are collages and they shift you in and out with perspective. Your eye darts in and out. There's just a lot of movement that comes from shape and line. We do hope people will come out to the show, partly because this installation really works. It's a lovely gallery with a lot of light. If anybody wants to get in touch with us, check out Space 900 on Facebook for updates.